Here's a look at your daily market report on this Friday, the 18th day of July. Starting to see some movement in feedlot country so far this week. 25,517 head as of the morning report. So far in Texas, 2,301 head, all reported at 2:30 live. That's $2 higher than last week. Kansas, 5,908 head so far, 230 to 231. That's steady to $1 higher than last week. Iowa's reported 5,429 head from 237 to mostly 240 live. That's unevenly steady. Dress sales at 380, which would be steady with last week. Nebraska so far, 10,636 head. Live sales have been mostly at 240, which would be steady to $1 lower than last week. The dress sales mostly at 380, and that would be steady with last week. Box beef cutout values this morning. Choice at $374.05, up 77 cents. Select at $352.84. That's down $1. Those values based on 80 loads of cuts, trimmings, and grinds. The Choice Select spread at $21.21. As far as auctions go around the state today, it's the third week of the month, so Eastern Missouri Commission Company in Bowling Green, it's cow sale day there. Bred cow special along with a few feeders, but the offering probably not going to be extremely large today with the heat. On Thursday, the only sale report around the state was Mid-Missouri Stockyards in Phillipsburg, 817 head. The steers sold $5 to $14 higher, a few spots up to $20 higher. The best test on the heifers was the 4.5 to 600-pound heifers, and they sold up to $20 higher. The steers made them in large ones, 400 to 500 pounds. A few of these tagged as fancy, 438 to 443. 5 to 6 weights at 385 to 406. 6 to 7 weights at 367.5 to 395. Some 7 to 750 pound steers at 338 to 362.50. Feeder heifers, 4.5 to 5 weights at 391 to 403. 5 to 6 weights at 345 to 396. Some 6 to 650 pound heifers at 338 to 361. Taking a look at the livestock futures at midday, cattle opened the day stronger but slipped back once trading started, and there wasn't any higher money to be found in the feedlot sales. That kind of took the sales out of the cattle a bit today, perhaps. Live cattle for August down $1.02, $222.65. October at $218.77, down $1.55. December $218.90, down $1.60. Still at a discount to the cash, not even with where we are there. The feeder cattle, they're selling about even with the cash index currently. August live cattle, $222.37. That's down $262. That contract was as high as $325.90 early in the day. September feeders, $322.75, down $267. October, $320.77, down $290. The CME cash feeder index as of yesterday, $322.17. And, of course, that's based on an 800-pound steer up through the 12-state feeding region. Lean hogs, August up 32 cents, 106.15. October 57 lower, 90.02. December 82.47, up 15. Taking a look at the grain contracts, mostly all green here today. Those contracts have slipped back a touch as well. Soybeans was significantly higher earlier in the day, but it slipped back a bit. August, 10.27.5, up 6. September, 10.19.25, up 7.25. November at 10.35, up 8.5. Those beans have had the best performance this week. Actually had a pretty good week in the bean pits. Most of that was led by oil and talk of renewable fuel standards. Corn contracts at midday, September 409 3/4, up 7 3/4. December 429.5, up 8.5. March at 446.5, up 8 1/4. Wheat contracts, they're 15 to 16 higher at midday. September 549.5, December 569 3/4, March at 587.5. Soybean meal for August, $272.20 a ton, up $3.50. Soybean oil slipped back a little bit, currently down 11 cents for the day. August at 56.11. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, that's a look at your daily market report for Friday. We'll recap all of this week's markets with this afternoon's report. With the Missouri Department of Agriculture, this is Tony Hancock.